Good morning, Dr. Jumail. Today we are going to present about our assignment 3. My name is Yen Thong and my team members are Chia, Liang and Low Tzi Wei. First and foremost, I would like to showcase how is our program works. When we run our programs, we will come out with 4 choices, which is adaptive threshold, user-defined threshold, Otsu threshold, and also global threshold. We can choose any between these 4 methods. For example, when we choose adaptive threshold, it will come a window to let us to choose any input image. For example, we choose image 01 and we click open. Then it will come out with the comparison of input and output images. When we want to exit, the system will ask if we want to save the output image. As we can see, the output file is still empty for now. If we choose yes to save the image, then the image will be saved in this file. Same goes to the other 3 methods, which is user-defined, Otsu, and global threshold. It is similar as the adaptive threshold that I demonstrated just now. Just the difference is in the user-defined threshold, the user can choose any threshold value between 0 until 255. For example, I input the value 50 as our threshold value, then I can choose any image from the file. Then we will get the comparison of input and output image. Same goes as the just now, we still don't have the other output image in this file yet. So if we choose yes to save the image, then we can view the image at here. For the Otsu and global threshold, it is similar as the adaptive threshold that I demonstrated just now. We can choose any image that we want to use as the input. Then we can see the comparison between the input and output images with this method. Then we also can save the output image. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to my team member to explain about the pipeline of our program. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Debbie, and I'll be talking about the process or pipeline of our proposed solution. So first of all, once you run the program, it will show 4 options for the users to choose, which is adaptive threshold, user-defined threshold, Otsu threshold, and also global threshold. For user-defined threshold, the user are required to enter a threshold value. So after that, it will read an image and convert the image into grayscale. So for adaptive threshold, it will apply the image of the adaptive threshold by using the CV2 adaptive threshold with adaptive threshold Gaussian method and also threshold binary method. The next is the user-defined threshold, where we'll apply the user-defined threshold by using the CV2 threshold with threshold binary method. The next one is Otsu threshold, where it will apply the threshold by using the CV2 threshold with threshold binary method and also threshold Otsu method. Next is the global threshold, where it will apply the threshold by using the CV2 threshold with threshold binary method, where the threshold value is set to 127. So once that is done, it will convert the threshold image to a colored image. And once it's converted into a colored image, it will perform the OR operation to get back the color of the original image, and then it will display the input and output side by side. So once user calls the interface for the display input and output, it will ask the user if they want to save the image or not. So that is our process or pipeline of our proposed solution. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Very good morning to doctor. My name is Chia, Liang, and now I will explain about coding of our assignment 3. So the first thing that is we import all the library that we needed into our code. And then this is the first function that we define is open image. So this function is used to open an image by selecting the image in the file dialog. So first we declare a variable global file path because we want to use it at another parameter in other functions, so we use global variable. So this line is to prompt the file, so we can choose the image that we want in the folder. And then this function return a file path, which is the string, is the name of the image that we chosen. And then the second function that we declare is to save the image. So we save the output image as the name of output slash, and then we take the input name and then add output.jpg. So the output will save in a folder inside this save inside the folder output. So and then after we save the image, then a message dialog will prompt up tell us that the image has been saved. And then the third one is the function is to change the threshold value. This is used when the user choose the user defined threshold value. So we need a global variable threshold because we need to use threshold in another function. So a window will prompt up to ask the user to key in a threshold value between 0 and 255. So after the user have keyed in the threshold value, and then we'll call the function process image. So this is the function process image. So the first parameter is the file path, which is when we open the image from the folder. And then second parameter is the choice, because in our program we have 4 choices for the user to choose, either use adaptive threshold, user defined threshold, also threshold, or the global threshold. So the first thing in the process image is to use cv2.imread to read the input image, and then we convert the input image into grayscale, and then we perform the thresholding depend on the choice of the user. So if they choose adaptive threshold, then we use the function cv2.adaptive threshold, and then this is a grayscale image, and then this is the adaptive thresh Gaussian, and then this one is the block size, and this one is a constant C. So that has many values that we can use for the block size and the constant C. So why we choose 47 and 16 is basically we're doing try and error. So we see which one gives the best output to our image. So finally we get the value 74, 47 for the block size, and also 16 for the threshold for the constant C. So if the user choose the user defined threshold, so we will use cv2.threshold, and then the threshold value is here. Just now the function that we ask the user to enter the value between 0 and 255. And then if the user choose the auto threshold, then we also use cv2.threshold, but inside here we can see we use cv2 thresh binary plus cv2 thresh also. So and then the last choice is if the user choose global threshold. So this is different from the user defined threshold. For the user defined threshold, the user need to key in the value themselves from 0 to 255. But if they choose the global threshold, then the default value is 127. So this is for the segmentation thresholding. So after we complete the thresholding, and then we convert back the image to color by using this convert color, and then the next one we do is to perform the OR operation with the original image to get back the color of the original image, because after we done the segmentation, which is thresholding, the output image we get is actually a binary image, which is black and white only. So even after we convert to color from gray to binary, we still get a black and white output picture, because the the output image after segmentation is binary image, not a grayscale image. So we perform the OR operation with the original image. So when the white background and when they OR with the original image, we'll get the white background as well. So and then the black object OR with the original image, we will get the color of the original image. So we can get the output with object with original color and then a white background. So after that, and then we combine the input and output image to let the user can see the image side by side to see if the result is the result that they want. Okay. Then this one is to convert the BGR to RGBA, because we are using plt.imshow. So after user see the image side by side, a window will pop up to ask if the user satisfied with their output image. So if they're satisfied, they can choose to save the image by pressing the save button. So after they press the save button, then we'll call the function save image. So and then this one is the GUI window. The title is image processing application. The size is 500 times 400. Then this one is to create a button to let the user to choose either adaptive threshold, user defined threshold, also threshold, or global threshold. So if the user press any button, they'll call the corresponding the function with different parameters. So adaptive threshold is 0, and then the user defined threshold is 1, then also threshold is 2, global threshold is 3. So inside the process image function, so we have choice 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so then this one is to loop the GUI menu. So that's all for the coding part. Thank you.